Good evening, I'm Justin Benny. Wisconsin's response to the COVID-19 pandemic remains a hot topic in Madison this week. Today, the state Senate met and passed amendments to Assembly Bill 1. But no need to go too deep into that because immediately after the Senate adjourned, Governor Evers announced he will veto the amended bill, saying in part, quote, "I'm calling on Republicans to stop playing politics and send me the compromise bill we worked on together," end quote. Meanwhile, the fallout continues from Thursday's political back and forth over the state's mask mandate, which is now back in place. Emily Fannin has the latest.
In a turn of events at the Capitol, Governor Evers acted quickly to issue a new mask requirement just an hour after Republicans in the Assembly voted to repeal it. Republican leadership was poised to officially end the mask order on Friday.
If the legislature keeps playing politics and we don't keep wearing masks, we're going to see more preventable deaths.
The governor's new mask mandate is already being challenged as a Republican senator is crafting a new resolution to repeal his order. Republicans argue Evers cannot issue multiple emergency orders without the approval from the legislature.
What the governor is doing, make no mistake about it, is a power grab. He wants all the power to himself. He does not want us involved.
Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu says the fate of the mask order should be left up to the state Supreme Court. A conservative law firm who's been involved in challenging Evers' emergency powers says his actions have provoked a constitutional crisis in Wisconsin to once again seize unilateral emergency powers.
I think Governor Evers is demonstrating that he's going to do what's right for the state. I mean, to him, it's not about politics. It's about using his executive authority to take the kind of measures that we need to manage COVID.
We have said consistently this is about the governor exerting unlawful powers that he does not have the right to have.
Speaking of the pandemic, the 7-day average for a number of new confirmed cases in Wisconsin is now its lowest since mid-September. The State Department of Health Services reports just over 1,200 new cases today, bringing the daily average for the last week down to just over 1,200. Statewide, DHS also reports 28 more deaths today, bringing the total for the pandemic to just over 6,000 statewide. In our 12-county north central Wisconsin region, hospitalization numbers have leveled off recently, though DHS reports 68 people in our region are still in the hospital with COVID-19. Oneida County Health announced 4 more deaths alone today from COVID-19. That's 61 in the county since the pandemic began. Across the state, DHS also reports 30% now of all people over the age of 65 have now received at least one shot of a COVID-19 vaccine. That's about 265,000 people in that group. DHS also reports there's now been about 650,000 doses of vaccine administered across the state in total. As the COVID-19 vaccine rollout continues across the country, health officials say it may still be a while until we can safely return to normal. Leaders at UW Health say even after getting your second dose of the vaccine, you should be careful until the majority of the country gets the vaccine as well. The vaccine's about 94% effective at preventing the virus, but it's not perfect. And health officials say people who are vaccinated could still potentially carry the virus and transmit it to others.
That's kind of the period of time that we're in right now is those of us who are fortunate enough to get vaccinated right now, we need to do our part to keep the people who haven't been able to get a vaccine safe until they can get their vaccine. And then at that point, things start to look a whole lot more like normal.
It's Dr. Jeff Pothoff, who says we don't know yet how long it'll be until most of the country gets vaccinated, potentially late this summer. Wisconsin is scheduled to begin its next phase of vaccinations, which includes teachers, on March 1st, but that'll all depend on how quickly they can get through these vaccinations. In Washington, the House passed a budget resolution today after the Senate passed its version overnight that sets the table for Democrats to potentially craft a new COVID-19 relief package without any Republican support. President Biden has been calling for a more bipartisan approach, but today he pitched his nearly $2 trillion plan directly to the American people.
It's big and it's bold, and it's a real answer to the crisis we're in.
Behind his plan, Biden cited his time in the Obama administration, saying the stimulus package they did then did not go far enough in retrospect. Tax season is right around the corner, and local tax attorneys say a lot of folks have questions about how the pandemic can affect their taxes this year. And Northland CPAs and Rhinelander tax experts tell us your stimulus payments are non-taxable. They will not hurt your taxes. However, if you've been employed because of the pandemic, those benefits are taxable. If you have any questions, you can give them a call to set an appointment virtually or in person.
I'd say 80 to 90% of our clientele are still coming in. And that it doesn't surprise me in a way because we're a personal service corporation.
They recommend clients file taxes as soon as possible to minimize the risk of identity fraud and cut back on stress. Well, it's a very chilly night tonight and the start of an even colder stretch. Jeff's in with your full forecast after the break. You're watching Newswatch 12, proud to serve White Lake and folks all across the North Woods of Wisconsin.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell many things. Risk, if they're taken by someone they weren't prescribed for. Harm, if accidentally taken by a child or a pet. And overdose, if they're not used as directed. They may be hiding in your home, in bathrooms, kitchens, or anywhere. Why put your family at risk? Safely dispose of opioids before they can do harm. The best thing is to find a drug take-back option, such as medicine drop-off boxes, mail-back programs, or home disposal products. If there isn't a take-back location near you, check the FDA's flush list. Medicines on the flush list may be especially dangerous if they are used by children, pets, or others in your home. No take-back location nearby and your medicine isn't on the flush list? You can dispose of it in the trash. Get more information on safe opioid disposal and remove the risk.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad, Iraq. As I was searching for the bomb, the bad guy and the bomb found me first. After the explosion, I was left with a 1% chance of living from the injuries I sustained. During my road to recovery, it was a challenge, mostly trying to figure out what life would be like with my new physical injuries. But throughout that road to recovery, I had a tremendous amount of support from friends and families and the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. The primary mission of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is to offer financial emergency assistance to veterans and their families. In most cases, there is a loved one back at home who has to drop everything they're doing to be at that veteran's bedside. And of course, there are huge financial burdens that come along with that. After veterans come through the Coalition's program, they are ready to be back into society, ready to go back to work, and ready to be a leader in their own community.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
It's the first Friday in February, and it looks and feels like winter out there today after a hefty snow last night, some flurries this morning, and the flurries are still out there right now, although the bigger story now is the cold temperatures, and they're not going to go anywhere quickly. In fact, we'll have high temperatures near zero the next 7 to 10 days around here, which is where we're at right now. It's at 1 below in Rhinelander. The skies are actually clear at the airport with a west wind at 14, making it feel like 20 below right now. Wausau, you're still at 3 with a southwest breeze at 13, making it feel like 14 below. We are just getting started. In fact, these temperatures out there right now are likely going to be the high temperatures tomorrow. So, and then not get much better for us on Sunday either. And for that reason, a wind chill advisory is posted. Now, here's the government saying, hey guys, it's going to be cold out there. Take it easy. Your skin can freeze in 30 minutes or less with feel like temperatures near 30 below tomorrow and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. In fact, we'll just run this through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This is a piece of the polar vortex. It broke off. It's kind of spinning in our backyards. The next 7 to 10 days, that will keep us very, very cold. In fact, here's the high temperatures. These are high temperatures, right? Near zero. The next 7 to 10 days around here, into and probably through next weekend. So here we go. Outside now, though, lots of clear skies across the area. The snow on the ground, of course. Here in Eagle River saw close to 11 inches of snow yesterday. Wausau 8.1, Hamburg 7.8. So you get what's going on. A hefty snow yesterday and overachieving snow yesterday across our neck of the woods. The trails, though, are in really good shape out there right now. Okay, so here's the clear skies out there currently. A high pressure is building in. It'll stay that way pretty much through tonight and tomorrow morning as well. But the wind is a problem. Notice right now the wind directly out of the west. That is keeping the lake effect snow well to the north of us tonight and tomorrow. So traveling north tomorrow, north of the UP, there could be areas here that see 18, 19, 20 inches of lake effect snow. And a couple of those could produce some flurries in Valles County, although it looks like they'll stay mainly north of the UP border for us tomorrow. Our forecast for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, a couple of flurries out there, and just cold. Low temperatures down near 11 below with that northwest wind. For tomorrow, okay, so partly cloudy and breezy, a couple flurries for sure. High temperatures, that's a high temperature of 1 below 0 tomorrow, with a northwest wind that could gust near 25, making that 1 below feel like 30 below all day long tomorrow. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows there is just no improvement anytime soon. This is dangerous cold. Your pets do not like this either, so be careful with them. As high temperatures flirt with 0, low temperatures flirt with 20 below 0, into and through probably next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Justin?
Oof. All right, thanks, Jeff. Yesterday's heavy snowfall was some great news for those looking to hit the snowmobile trails. Just bundle up. Officials say trail conditions in Price, Oneida, and Vilas County have all improved significantly. Marathon, Langley, and Wood County all plan to open their trails tomorrow. The officials say there are still some specific exceptions on certain trails. Make sure you visit your county website for the latest trail conditions and guidelines. A Wisconsin boy is being called a hero. Tonight, we'll show you what he did to earn that praise after the break.
The following was performed by everyday riders like you. Please try at home. Matt's a straight ripper.
I heard the turbo and I was just giggling under my helmet. Look at that.
I look like a pro. Woohoo!
Dude, I love that thing.
See your local Northern Wisconsin and UP Ski-Doo dealers.
What are you doing?
Dude, I'm so excited. I just can't wait for summer.
Can't wait to get on the water and want a private shopping experience to start planning your summer weekends? Then go to our website and book your VIP tour with American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano. Get first crack at the lowest prices anywhere and rear matching deposits up to $1,000 on select products. Don't get left out in the cold. Book your VIP private shopping experience at American Marine now.
Fusion has it all. Modern styling, spacious interior, plenty of power. Even help to inspire confidence. Ford Copilot 360. NHTSA 5-star overall crash rating. 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. So while life is full of compromises, Fusion isn't one of them. Get FlexBuy on 2020 Fusion with 0% APR for 66 months. And with President's Day cash, get a total $4,000 cash back.
Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Allie.
And this is our family from Shoulders RV and Marine.
If this year has taught us anything, we believe it's taught us we need to get back to the good old days of enjoying the outdoors, camping, boating, and buying from small businesses. Here at Shoulders RV and Marine, we love our Ranger boats. If you're looking for a nice aluminum, fiberglass, or pontoon boat, Ranger is the best boat on the water. Sales, rentals, parts, or service.
We'd love you to think of us.
Shoulders RV and Marine, across from Menards, Rhineland.
Young boy from La Crosse received a special honor this week after saving his family from a house fire. David LeClaire shows us how the skills he learned in school made a big difference.
Fire trucks were set up outside La Crosse's Emerson Elementary School this morning as young Liam Cochran, his family, and classmates witnessed a special moment of acknowledgement.
Today we came to meet with young Liam, present him with our Lifesaver Award from some heroic actions that he had taken place back last month when his family had a fire in their home.
What was supposed to be Liam's first day of kindergarten on January 20th turned into a different story.
It was Wednesday about 4:45 in the morning. Smoke alarms were not connected, and so the fire had started in the basement. That fire alarm went off and we didn't hear it, and the main floor went off and we didn't hear that either. And Liam woke us up to the smell, and about a minute after that, the fire alarm went off upstairs while we were getting out the door. So he provided the early notification that there was a problem, got us out quickly.
But each year, the La Crosse Fire Department and the fire crews go out to all the elementary schools in the district, and we teach fire prevention and fire safety. Liam did a perfect job in everything that we teach them.
Along with getting his Lifesaver Award, Liam also received a special gift.
The fire crews that were on scene that day noticed that there were several areas of the house that were damaged.
Liam really loves Legos, and they had seen that he lost a lot of them in the fire.
And the fire guys that were there, they all got together and decided, hey, let's pitch in a little bit and at least get one thing for Liam that bring a little bit of a smile to his face.
It also is a great opportunity for us to be able to thank the crew because they're heroes too.
Liam was very modest about being called a hero, but his family says they're truly proud.
Friday Night Blitz tips off in just a few minutes here on Newswatch 12. But first, our Chris Baranek has this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
Caught my limit. I see you only snagged one, huh? 2 fish are on there, you
Well, as we pass through the month of January, and we do a little math, we realize that we are up to the 14th month of 2020. No, I'm just kidding. It just means we are in the height of the ice fishing season, and it's time to catch a bunch of big old fish, like Ray Smith here from Crandon, who caught this crappie on a Forest County lake using a tip down and a rosy red minnow. Man, you get a bunch of those, and you got yourself a big old fish fry. Way to go, Ray. You know, if I think back to it, I can remember the first time I went ice fishing, and I didn't have success like 14-year-old Tony Barnett of Rhinelander here, who caught his first fish ice fishing, and it was this northern pike. This is one of many fish caught that day, and Tony is now completely hooked on ice fishing. Well, that's understandable when you tie into a big old fish like that one. Congratulations, Tony. Now, I assure you, you're not seeing double here. This is Kaylin and Kylie Martin of Arborvitae with a couple of nice walleyes they caught with their parents while they were out fishing. Now, it was rainy and cold that day, but that didn't stop these young ladies from catching some big old fish. Way to go, ladies, and keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Northern Taxidermy Fish Mill is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Here's your Newswatch 12 Snowmobile Trail Report, brought to you by your local Northern Wisconsin and Upper Peninsula Ski-Doo dealers.
An engagement ring is the defining symbol of a lifelong promise, and that's why choosing Lee Ayres Jewelers is so important. As a family business, they know how important your search is, and they take great pride in helping you find the perfect engagement ring. For Lee Ayres, it's all about taking care of you, the customer. From in-store goldsmiths to custom jewelry design by Thomas Daling, they do it all. Begin your lifelong promise by choosing Lee Ayres Jewelers, downtown Stevens Point.
Precision Power Sports is the place to go for your UTV, ATV, snowmobile, or motorcycle service and repair. We could even do a complete engine rebuild. Precision Power Sports has been serving the Northwoods for 15 years, and we pride ourselves on doing the job right the first time. Stop by today to get your toys back in action or to schedule maintenance just in time for the season. Precision Power Sports is located in the Quality Collision Center, 1500 Chippewa Drive in Rhinelander. Find us on Facebook or give us a call.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell many things. Risk, if they're taken by someone they weren't prescribed for. Harm, if accidentally taken by a child or a pet. And overdose, if they're not used as directed. They may be hiding in your home, in bathrooms, kitchens, or anywhere. Why put your family at risk? Safely dispose of opioids before they can do harm. The best thing is to find a drug take-back option, such as medicine drop-off boxes, mail-back programs, or home disposal products. If there isn't a take-back location near you, check the FDA's flush list. Medicines on the flush list may be especially dangerous if they are used by children, pets, or others in your home. No take-back location nearby and your medicine isn't on the flush list? You can dispose of it in the trash. But Get more information on safe opioid disposal and remove the risk.
Friday Night Blitz is brought to you by Precision Power Sports and Northwoods Pets. Your Blitz starts now.
We are back with another edition of the Friday Night Blitz. I'm Nate Myhock, joined by my fellow sports reporter, good friend, Griffin Stroin. Griffin, we're in the postseason when it comes to high school hockey. We also had a lot of teams in action tonight.
Nate, there's nothing better than some postseason hockey. We've got the first round of regional matchups tonight. We're going to start in Eagle River. Tomahawk on the road taking on Northland Pines in the first period. It's going to be Zach Stransky. His shot here is going to be no good, but hey, you got to keep following through. The rebound from him is good. That puts the Eagles up 1-0. Now, under 6 minutes in the period, Hatchets are going to turn it over on their own side, and that always is never good. Michael Maliet is going to make them pay. He slots that one home. The freshman puts Pines up 2-0. Eagles just dominated this one. A great pass here. It's going to go all the way over to Riley McGee, the captain, and then he snipes one home. Pines wins this one big 10-1. But who will they play, Nate?
We're going to have to find out. We're keeping the adrenaline ramped up to 11. More playoff action. Wapaka and Rhinelander Hodags trying to protect a 1-goal lead. But on the breakaway, that's how you stand on your head. Garrett Kulhanik with the unreal save. Hodags lead 1-0. And when you put 35 shots on net, one of them has to go, right? Joe Schneider rips a bullet, and Finn Tulowitzki cleans up the rebound. The Rhinelander lead grows to 2, but Wapaka would answer. After getting on the board, they've got a 2-on-1, a shot off the pipe, and Eli Bartel buries it. This game is all tied, but never say never for the Hodags. They score 2 goals in the third period to advance. They'll face Pines for a third time on Tuesday after a 4-2 win. We aren't done yet, though. Up the road in Minocqua, Marshfield and Lakeland Union, and Lakeland would strike first. Loose puck, you just got to cover it up and take the face-off, right? Nope, J.J. Albee bangs it home, and the T-Birds lead 1-0. Moments later, they're going to strike again. Tyler Gillich in the slot. This puck just trickles through. It counts all the same, and Lakeland is up 2-0. Marshfield, though, couldn't be kept off the board. Tristan Reisman up the ice, gets his shot blocked, then regathers, and then fires it home. Tigers cut the lead in half. Wait, where are you guys going? We got more hockey to play. In the end, though, Lakeland pulls away, and they win 3-1.
Hey, but the girls were also in regional action. Northland Pines hosting Medford. Going to the second period here. Eagles are already up 3-0, trying to grow their lead. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how this one doesn't go into the net. Right there, still can't get in. Keeps this game tied at 3-0. Later, another save here, though, by the Raiders goalie. She had to save a lot of shots today. She did pretty good behind the net. Still down 3, though, but then 11 minutes left. Mallory Schmidt-Weaven dumps this one off to Kasha Oluska, and that is a goal for the Eagles. And then it's going to be Grace Whitkoff. She's gliding, puts in the Eagles' 5th one. That's all they would need. Eagles win 5-0. They'll face Central Wisconsin Storm on Tuesday. Now, more scores. Northern Edge can't get it done against Bay Area Ice Bears. They fall 14-2. A great game in Mosinee. A double overtime classic, but Mosinee wins and advances 2-1 the final. And then in Medford, their boys team comes to an end. They lost 11-0 against New Richmond. And that is all we have from a very busy day in hockey.
But don't you go anywhere. We've got some hoops coming right up.
Their passion is for dental, they're caring and they're helpful. They're all together gentle, the Painless family. If you need a dentist, look no further than this. Our office is pure bliss, the Painless family.
Northwoods Pets in Rhinelander is your only one-stop pet store in the Great Northwoods. Quality products with a great selection of food and accessories for your dog, cat, small pet, fish, reptile, or bird. We also offer live animals such as hamsters, ferrets, parakeets, reptiles, fish, and more. Our knowledgeable staff is up to date on the latest products to help you provide a happy and healthy life for your pets. Come on in and see us today. From feathers to fur to fins and scales, we love all pets.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad, Iraq. As I was searching for the bomb, the bad guy and the bomb found me first. After the explosion, I was left with a 1% chance of living from the injuries I sustained. During my road to recovery, it was a challenge, mostly trying to figure out what life would be like with my new physical injuries. But throughout that road to recovery, I had a tremendous amount of support from friends and families and the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. The primary mission of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is to offer financial emergency assistance to veterans and their families. In most cases, there is a loved one back at home who has to drop everything they're doing to be at that veteran's bedside. And of course, there are huge financial burdens that come along with that. After veterans come through the Coalition's program, they are ready to be back into society, ready to go back to work, and ready to be a leader in their own community.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
I drive 65,000 miles each year in my bus. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. You don't want to be in the blind spot of a 40,000-pound bus when I have less than a second to react. I do what I can by changing lanes and taking turns slowly. It really helps when people look out for me, too. Give me room to operate safely. It's our roads. It's our safety.
Hi, I'm Maria Seefeld with Miracle Ear of Marshfield. If you're struggling hearing your favorite news or TV shows, please stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
Now, a few months ago on this very show, the girls swim team from Rhinelander captured a state title. It was their first title in program history. Tonight, the boys were hoping to do the same.
The Hodags have dominated all season long, and they hope to continue their success. They had 7 swimmers competing tonight in the state meet, and they got off to a good start for Rhinelander. Hodags finished in 3rd place in the 200-yard freestyle relay, but they were only able to get on the podium one more time. Joseph Heck finished in 6th in the 50-yard freestyle. Liam Hogan of Lakeland Union finished in 2nd place for the 100-yard freestyle. He finished with a time of 47.25 seconds. And then Tomahawk's Zach Hance also competed, but overall, the Hodags finished in 9th place. Lakeland Union finished in 11th, and congrats to all of these teams on a great season. Back to basketball now, though. The Auburndale Eagles paid a visit to the Prentice Buccaneers. Let's just say they took flight. Huh? You see what I'm doing there? Up in the first half, Bucks looking down low to seek that first basket. And the Eagles not only on point at first, they find Mallory Burkaw, and she gets the Bucks first too. Nothing for the Eagles yet, but the next possession, the Auburndale's Georgie Schmutzer cuts up to the top of the key, and her 3-ball is good. That's just the start for Schmutzer. She's in double digits by now. Later in the first half, finds yet another triple. Eagles now up 24-7, but she wasn't the only one scoring tonight. Here's a quick break down the court, and there's 3 seconds left. Anna Marie gets the layup to end the half. They come out on top 76-30.
To the GNC, a good game in Rhinelander. Hodags taking on Medford. We're going all the way to the second half in this one. Hodags just tied the game, but who's guarding Peyton Kuhn? I mean, he's over there wide open, just begging for the ball. And if he's wearing 3, he's got to make the 3. Medford is up by 3. Makes sense. Let's fast forward to the end of the game, though. Hodags down 5 with a minute to go. Enter senior Jackson Labs. He puts up the 3 from the top of the key. Hodags are down 2, but Medford has to inbound a double team and then a turnover, and then the Hodags able to put it in. Eventually, just kidding, they don't get it, and that is going to be tough for the Hodags. 25 seconds left. Hodags desperate and down 5. Quinn Lamers drives to the baseline, kicks it. Pump fake, 3-ball. It's good. Hodags down 2, but the Raiders make their next 2 free throws to seal the game. Medford 54, Rhinelander 50. Staying in the GNC, Mosinee traveled to Northland Pines. We're going to the first half of this one. Eagles down 9-16. Mosinee's Mihal Duel loses. Michael Clement from Pines, and Clement makes him pay with the 3. But let's go to the possession. Revenge is a dish better served cold. And Duel's 3 is money. Ice in the veins. Let's keep it going here. Very next possession, Noah Lurvey getting no respect from his defender. If you got that, you got to pop it, drills it, and then, hey, the next possession, you've heard of sequels, right? Let's call this a 3-quill, because Mihal Duel hits another one, puts Mosinee up 7, and the Eagles could not come back. They win 72-64. Lakeland Union making a trip to Tomahawk. More GNC late first half. The Hatchets have the lead, but the T-Birds are fighting back. Nice entered pass to Will Fortier, who finishes underneath. T-Birds trailed by just 2 at halftime, and they keep it coming after the break. Chandler Saville, he's going to get with the long-range pass, and then Fortier works his way in for the easy layup. This game's tied at 24. The Hatchets would answer, though. Trey Balke gets up, hits his man up, and pulls up for a short jump to put Tomahawk back in front. Then Elijah Scheffler tosses it over to Drew Boulder, who spots up for 3. Tomahawk pulls away late to win it 57-45.
It's now the Phillips Loggers against the Edgar Wildcats, and boy, was this one a fight. We're going to start, though, in the first half. Wildcats looking great on offense to start with quick passes, and then Drew Gooden's going to get open for 3, and that's nothing but net, and it gets the Wildcats going up by 3. Later on, though, Loggers looking for a way to respond, and, well, their very own Tabor Follies draining a 3 over Drew Gooden, getting the competition going on here. They get their first lead 7-5. All game, these two teams were battling it out, and once again, Gooden, he sees a hole in the middle and drives for the and one. Wildcats keep the momentum and the win 55-41.
Obviously, tonight was a crazy night with playoff hockey, but I don't think we'll be slowing down for even a second.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, swimming crowned some champions today. Hockey is well on its way. Plus, boys wrestling is nearing the end of the season, and tomorrow is sectional Saturday all over the state, and Wausau will be a hub for many area wrestlers. The Division I sectionals will be held there throughout the day. Winners will move on to the individual state championships in Kaukauna. We've also got plenty of wrestlers in Division III still. They'll be battling in Valders. Crandon has been incredible so far this season, and they'll look to capture another team award tomorrow. And last but certainly not least, several area schools will continue their march in the high school basketball season. A busy, busy day in our area. We had so much local content. We didn't even get to the big stuff, like the Bucks. They played, they won, beating up on the Cavaliers. It was their 3rd win in a row. They'll get a shot to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, and the Wisconsin Badgers football team, they announced their schedule. It's going to be a good year for the Badgers, hopefully, but that's all we have. I'm Griffin Stroyan.
I'm Nate Myhawk. Same time, same place next week. Have a great weekend.